Welcome back to Healthy Pinch. Hello, Namaste. Hi everyone. So today I'm here to share one of my personal story, a journey from being overwhelmed by negative thoughts to positive with the help of yoga and journaling. So if you have ever felt trapped with the negative thoughts, this video is for you. Stay tuned till the end. So there was a time in my life when my life was filled up with negative thoughts. My days would start very slow, restless, feeling not to do anything in the day, and the night was sleepless. I was so stressed and flooded with lots of thoughts and emotions that I could not enjoy the present and I could not, have a moment of joy. There was no sense of peace and clarity to my life. What I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve, everything was just scattered and faded in my mind. That's when I decided to make a change and I introduced yoga and journaling into my life. So, yoga, as you must have heard my story that why did I quit my 9 to 5. If you haven't heard that story of mine, please go and watch the video now. So in that video I have already told that I was introduced to yoga during the COVID times. So yoga was definitely an integral part of my life from 2020, but I was not regularly practicing it. So when I was surrounded with lot many negative thoughts, I thought I should make it a routine, and along with that I brought journaling into my life. In my childhood days, I remember I used to write my feelings or anything what I wanted to, jot down. But with age, with bigger responsibilities coming in, you don't write, you don't actually express your feelings and emotions to maybe anyone. Even if you are filled up with lots of emotions, sometimes you may go to a friend or a family member and vent it out, but that is not a daily thing. So bringing out your emotions is very important daily. So I made a practice of doing journaling and to write everything I faced and write everything whatever I had in my mind. Maybe it's like what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve in next year or maybe next 5 years, or what were the constant struggles I'm facing or going through. So everything I used to write it down, and my mind started becoming calm day by day. Because when you vent out your emotions, maybe to a person or to a diary, right? So you feel much better. So I bought a yearly planner, and it was a very good planner. I can show you that. So it's from Tiny Change, right? I'll link it in my description box. So it had very cute, stickers at the end. So these were the stickers I got, and quotes, to make you feel positive, like this. And this journal is very nice because it has to-do list, like if you can see right now it's August week 2nd maybe. So like I've written the to-do list here, and there's a habit tracker, my achievement this week, my learnings this week. I'm grateful for. Habits tracker, you can write like yoga daily 10,000 steps or whatever is your goal to track your habits. Then Tiny Change weekly challenge, there's a weekly challenge every week written here. I usually use this column to do journaling, right? Like writing my emotions down, whatever I feel. See, like this I have written the journal part. Okay, apart from that, it has identifying 3 big goals of the year, of the current year. It has meal planner, grocery list, your subscription list, the places you want to visit, everything. So it's a very detailed yearly planner that you can buy and journal on. Okay, so let's come back to the point that how journaling actually helped me. So journaling allowed me to jot down every feeling and emotion of mine, like I earlier mentioned it. And I started writing my goals, my short-term goals, my long-term goals, and slowly and steadily my mind started to become clear and focused towards my goals, what I want to achieve, and my to-do list went, very clearer. Also, you must have read that book, Eat That Frog, which I personally love because it helps me to stop the procrastination. If you haven't read that book, please go and read that book. I have linked that also in the description. It's a very nice book. So it says the main, gist of that book is that whenever you have jotted down all your task list, take the biggest frog, eat that biggest frog of the day. So whichever is a difficult task, try to complete and finish that first, and then you will feel a very sense of achievement and fulfillment. And after that, you go to the smaller task. So always have a bigger task at first, and then you go down and complete your other task. So that helps a lot because then you are not procrastinating much. You have all the tasks in in the list that you have to complete, and you just have to tick. You have to complete it and tick. You have to complete it and tick. That's a very good thing you can follow if you're not able to execute things which you are planning. So only planning will not help to achieve good things or your goals in your life. To execute is the main thing. So if you're planning and you're not able to execute, try this out. Alongside journaling, yoga also helped a lot. So I made a practice, especially focused on those yoga poses that helped me calm down, that were related to stress management. So I have a list of yoga poses that I usually used to do. So you can check it out, that list of mine. Other than that, the one pranayam, the breathing practice that I actually do a lot at any time because it can be practiced anytime, anywhere. That is Bhramari, that is B breath pranayam. So it helps to calm myself, it helps to soothe and relax your nerves. If you have anxiety, you're stressed, or you're depressed, try this out any time of the day. And also when your work day is ending, you can try at that time or before the bedtime. It's amazing. It actually helped me stay grounded in the busiest of the days. So both journaling and yoga have helped me break free from the negative thoughts and start my day positively, while yoga helped me to stay in the present and reduce the stress levels. Together, they created a very powerful combination, I must say, and you should also try if you are very much stressed or not at peace in your life right now. And trust me, it happens in each and everyone's life. There are times, there are bad times, when you are not feeling anything to do, when you are not focused, when you're out of your mind, when you don't know where to go. There are many times like this. You will go from these times. But how you are managing it, how you are taking it through, how you are being strong at that times, that matters a lot. So if you're struggling with any negative thoughts, try these both practices, yoga and journaling, into your life, and I'm sure your life will change to the better, because these can be incredibly effective tools to reduce negativity and bring positivity and happiness into your life. So if you're ready to deep dive these practices and you want guidance to follow this, to what yoga poses you should be doing according to your body type, and what is the amount of stress that you are facing, what other practices might calm you down. So for that, I'm offering a consultation call for all of you who want to connect with me 1:1. There's a link below in the description. So go on that link and book a consultation call with me, and I'll be there to help you out. Don't let stress control your life. Embrace the power of yoga and journaling to bring peace and clarity in your life. Book a personalized 1:1 session with me, and I'll see you there. Let's transform your body and mind with the help of yoga and journaling. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. It would mean a lot to me. Also, please share this video to your friends and family or to those who you think this would be very helpful. Please follow me on Instagram @healthypinchfam for more such tips and health updates. So see you next week in the next video. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy.